The Wolf and the 7 Young Goats. Once upon a time, there was a goat who lived with her 7 little kids in a small cottage on the edge of a lush forest. She loved them with all the tenderness a mother can feel for her children and did her best to shield them from every danger.
My dears, I must go into the forest to find us something to eat.
The mother goat paused for a moment, casting a glance at each of her little ones.
While I'm away, make sure you don't open the door to anyone, least of all the wolf, who will try to trick you with 1,000 disguises.
Her eyes showed concern, though her voice remained firm.
Mother, don't worry. You can go in peace,
answered the eldest kid, fixing his gaze on the closed door. The mother bleated softly to bid her children farewell and set off into the forest with a determined step. After a while, the 7 little kids heard a knock at the door.
Open up, my little ones. It's your mother, and I've brought something for each of you.
The voice was rasping, nothing like their real mothers. The kids looked at one another suspiciously.
You're not our mother. Her voice is gentle and pleasant. Go away, wolf.
The wolf stomped off, muttering curses. He went to the nearby village and bought a large piece of chalk to soften his voice. Some time later, he returned to the cottage and knocked on the door again.
Open up, my little ones. Your mother is back with delicious treats for all.
This time, the voice sounded sweeter. The little kids ran to the window and one of them could see the wolf's paws, dark and dusty.
We won't open the door. Your voice may be finer, but you still have black paws.
Enraged, the wolf went to a baker's and begged him to cover his paws with dough. Then he rushed to the mill and threatened the miller until he sprinkled flour all over them. With his paws now white, he returned for the 3rd time.
Open up, my little ones. It's your mother.
First, show us your paws. If they're white, we'll know you're our mum.
The wolf stretched his paws through the window so the little ones could see them.
Look, they're as light as yours.
Confident, the kids relaxed when they saw the paws looked white. They opened the door, and in that very instant the wolf burst into the house with a howl. The kids fled in terror, each looking for a different hiding place. One crawled under the table, another dashed to the bed, the 3rd hid in the kitchen, and another in the wardrobe. Thus they all scattered except the youngest, who managed to squeeze into the clock case.
You won't get away,
growled the wolf, his eyes fierce and flashing. And one by one, the wolf swallowed the little kids, not bothering to chew. Sated, he left the house, staggering under the weight, and lay down to sleep beneath a big tree in the middle of the meadow. Later on, the mother goat returned from the forest. When she entered her home, she found the door wide open. Everything was upside down, furniture overturned, plates smashed to pieces, and no sign of her kids. She called each one by name, but no one answered, until she heard a faint bleat coming from the clock case.
Mother, I'm in here.
The voice of her youngest trembled. The mother goat rescued him, and the little kid, between sobs, told her how the wolf had swallowed his brothers. Desperate, the mother left the house, determined to find them at all costs, and the little one followed her shaking. When they reached the meadow, they saw the wolf snoring against the trunk of a tree, his belly swollen and round.
Good heavens, they're still moving,
exclaimed the goat, noticing a slight wriggle in the wolf's belly. She then sent the kid to fetch some scissors, a needle and thread. With determination, she opened the wolf's belly carefully, and one by one the little kids came out unharmed, shivering with fright but safe. The reunion with their mother was marked by tears of relief and tight hugs.
Now, my little ones, bring stones of every size. We'll put them inside this scoundrel so he gets what he deserves. He'll never hurt anyone again.
With renewed energy, the kids gathered as many stones as they could and slipped them into the wolf's stomach while their mother stitched the wound swiftly. The monster noticed nothing, sunk in a deep sleep. When he woke up, he rose heavily and felt a devouring thirst.
What's rumbling and tossing about in my poor innards? These kids don't seem to be settling into their new home.
Limping and groaning with pain, he reached the well. He leaned over to drink, but the weight of the stones dragged him in. With a great splash, he sank into the water and drowned for good. The little kids, who had watched the scene from a distance, ran towards the well.
The wolf is gone! The wolf is gone!
And they leapt and danced wherever they pleased, joined by their mother, celebrating with joy that at last they were free of the dreadful foe. And that is all, for the moment. Till the next tale.